Hello guys, how the devil are you? And welcome back to another episode of Stat Wars, where I do battle with Patrick Van Farmer over here in this lovely checkered number. Never seen it before.
What are you talking about? Would a farmer wear a watch like this? Would a farmer wear shoes like these?
Yes. They look like cattle herding boots.
Arguably.
Anyway, over to John Babb for our first question. Let's get this over and done with. Bosh.
Pato, first question, and it comes from Shane Tomlinson. Don't panic, mate. No relation to Joe. There isn't two arseholes in the world. And the question is, which player has played in every English division, the Europa League and the Champions League final? Just to be clear, I'm not including the conference or anything underneath the conference.
All right, well, I'm going to assume then it's somebody who's played for like...
Plymouth Argyle away
It's probably somebody who's played for an English club.
to the Stadio Olimpico.
So that's like Chelsea or United or Liverpool or Arsenal. You know what? I've got no idea, mate. So I'm going to go for Josh McEachran. I don't know. Oh, well, wouldn't have got that. So let's chalk that off as an impossibility.
Chris, easy first question. It comes from WWEN. Yeah? He wants to know who is the oldest player to win the Ballon d'Or after 1992.
It's 92. Kaká. Zidane. I have no better guess than Fabio Cannavaro.
Oh!
Yes! Get in there.
Question for me and Zach, Pato. Which two teams have appeared the most in FA Cup semi-finals?
Arsenal. Liverpool.
I'd have said Chelsea.
Oh,
Manchester
well, that was the other one.
United.
Whatever. Why do I get questions about England? I don't know anything about England. It's rubbish. I hate it here.
England!
Shut up.
Chris, put your thinking cap on, get your calculator out, you nerd, because I want to know which club has made the most money from selling players in the past 5 seasons. Premier League team, obviously. Couldn't give a shit about anyone else.
I think I know
Well,
this.
Southampton
This is easy.
springs to mind.
These are fucking easy.
Aggie. Chelsea have just sold Oscar for 60 mil. Is that included? So it comes up to this season.
How long did I take on the last question?
I'm
10
going to
seconds?
go Southampton. Ah, you
Still in it. Oh,
nearly,
well.
Adam.
Shit happens.
But, you know...
Oh, they sold Felipe
I'm
Luis.
not- You know, I don't throw my toys out the pram.
Yeah, you do.
Not
You
saying
do
that you
all the
do.
time.
Not saying you do.
You do all the time.
Meet Turtle Lover 1077, great name, loves turtles. And he wants to know, or she, I don't know, never met him, which goalkeeper has saved the most penalties ever? It's a ridiculous question, so I'll help you out. It's not.
I can't remember who the name is. It's Lev Yashin,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's Lev Yashin.
Bollocks.
Yes! Well, that was a bit of a
Bollocks!
That was a bit of a gimme there, to be honest. If you want to find out more about Lev Yashin, then check out EFB's top 10 players I can't remember.
Players you should know but probably don't.
Yeah,
is the
that's true.
title.
Lev Yashin,
So-
one of the greats. Won the Ballon d'Or, the only keeper ever to do it.
Usa Boost 2 wants to know, Chris, who has scored the most Premier League headers in history? And if you want your question on the show, like Usa Boost 2, then just use the hashtag StatWars in the comments with your question.
Oh, it's easy. It's easy. It's literally easy. That's an outrage. That is a disgrace.
Peter Crouch or Andy Carroll?
He's going to be an absolute dick when he gets this right, despite the fact it's been the easiest question so far.
Peter Crouch. I thought Crouch had broken that this season, but...
All right, then.
Hold on, Pat. News just in. Zach is incompetent. The decision has been overturned. Peter Crouch broke that record this season, which means I win, and Pato has to sing for you lovely people with a mouthful of water. The twist, if you don't guess it in the comments below, what song it is that is, he then has to do the same song outside of Sainsbury's next week. So, here's to hoping.
This is just a delight for everyone.
Yes.
This is a gift from me to you.
He has got a lovely set of pipes on him.
Thank you, I know.
No way. This is my jam.
This is also my jam.
Now it's time for the hot potato round, and there's a little twist this week. A twist in a hot potato. What do you call that?
Cold potato.
No, a curly fry. You're an idiot. This week, we're going to have to give our answers while our hands are submerged in ice cold water. You see that? You hear that?
A lot
that's
more
fuck- that's
difficult
it's really cold.
than it sounds. What the f*** is this?
I don't know, mate. And the studio is It's bollock freezing, mate. It's so cold. So we might genuinely lose a hand.
Is this from Mardi Gras, Zach? And you were grinding on a Filipino man.
Hot potato round! And you know, like hot potato? João Silva, who sent us this wonderful question. Sadly, it's not about hot potatoes. He wants to know who are the top 10 appearance makers for Portugal.
Go.
Ricardo Carvalho.
Oh shit! I put my hand in. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Figo.
Helder Postiga. Keem. Oh shit! What's the keeper called?
Come on, you fuck.
Oh my f***ing god! Eusebio. Pepe. F*** you. Are you serious? Bruno Alves.
He's going to lose a finger.
Yes.
Rui Ferreira.
No.
Yes. Who's the keeper? Eduardo. João Moutinho.
Rui Costa. Yes.
Oh, that's who I meant instead of Rui Ferreira.
5, 3. Yes. Mate, was Deco in there? Simao.
It's a question about the Europa League. Yeah, everyone's favourite competition. And we want to know who are the teams who have made 4 or more appearances in the semi-finals of the Europa League or the UEFA Cup.
Right, I'm booting you off.
Sevilla.
Oh, God, that was my first answer. Valencia. Benfica.
Oh, that's a great shout. Villarreal. Fiorentina. Porto.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my
Porto's
God.
my
Liverpool.
next answer.
Yes.
Shakhtar Donetsk.
That's a left field shout.
Europa League. Who's prolific in the Europa League?
I've got nothing, by the way.
4 times. It's got to be a Spanish team. Athletic Bilbao. Barcelona.
Atletico Madrid. Yes.
Real Madrid.
3.
Sporting Lisbon.
Yes. It's a clean sweep. Oh.
Clean sweep for Patrick. 2-0. Well done, mate. Clearly, you have, much warmer blood than I do.
Well, I'm going to have more fingers left after this than you do, definitely.
Time for round 3, guys. It is the story round. Of course, and Pato triumphed last week, leaving it 7-4. Still
Thank
can't
you.
get over how a story about a train beat out a story about a man stuffing cocaine into deflated footballs.
It's in the
But
telling,
whatever,
mate. It's in the telling.
each to their own.
The teller's more important than the tale.
Maybe.
That's-
You are a bit of a bard. Anyway,
Thank you.
football has many classic rivalries, Pato. Real Madrid versus Barcelona, Manchester United versus Liverpool, and Argentina versus Brazil. But in 1979, West Brom tried to create a new matchup which would stand the test of time. Blacks versus whites. Yes! West Brom thought a matchup between black players on one side and white players on the other would be a good idea. What were you thinking?
People have weird ideas in the Midlands, don't they?
At the time, the Baggies were actually setting the standards for racial integration in England, with 3 black players in their team at a time when British football was still a parade of white faces. The Albion had previously staged similar games at the training ground, with Scottish and black players taking on their white English counterparts behind closed doors. Another interesting experiment. So when Len Cantello, a white player, was due to have a testimonial, the club settled on black versus whites, thinking it'd be a fun novelty idea. The local council actually argued against the fixture, thinking it would cause racial unrest, unsurprisingly so, but in the end the game was a good-tempered affair, watched by a crowd of over 7,000 Midlanders. The black team of Cyril Regis won 3-2, with Garth Crooks scoring the decisive goal. Good old Garth. Believe it or not, the fixture was never replayed.
Oh. Libyan dictator Muammar Gaddafi had 8 sons and 2 daughters, but arguably his 3rd child, Al-Sadi, had the most unusual career. Al-Sadi preferred football to following his father into politics, and he played as a striker for Al-Ittihad Tripoli, where he won 3 league titles. He also captained the Libyan national team and was the head of the Libyan FA all at the same time, all while hitting an impressive 146 goals in 336 games. But his record was perhaps a little bit inflated, mate.
Ooh, tell me why.
His father banned stadium announcers from saying the name of any player except Al-Sadi, while referees were instructed to favour his team. Supporters of other sides were imprisoned and sometimes even executed, mate. And before long, Al-Sadi was bored and was dreaming of Serie A. He joined Perugia in 2003 and took his own team of coaches with him, including Diego Maradona and Olympic sprinter Ben Johnson, who has since had his gold medals taken away for a drugs failure.
Played for Perugia. What a history. So.
Despite the expert training, Al-Sadi played just once as a sub before receiving a ban for failing a drugs test. Spells at Udinese and Sampdoria also ended in disappointment, with one Italian paper saying even at twice his current speed, he would still be twice as slow itself. Rinsed. He is now in prison back in Libya after being charged with the murder of a fellow footballer. What an absolute piece of shit, mate. What goes around comes around.
Agree.
Bitch.
Anyway, yeah, vote for the poll, and as ever, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. So,
And if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to check out last week's episode where you can witness my magnificent triumph over Chris Hamill. And also check out Transfer Review, which is back for the duration of the January window. And hit us up on Twitter, but not Chris. Bye.